Good day, my small business ninjas. Look, the hat's on. That'll tell you what's happening. We know what's coming, don't we? Winter is on its way. So, if you're running a small business, welcome to number 43 in my series of 100 short videos talking about our business and how to do more of it. So today I want to talk about product development. So, if you're a kitchen fitter, your product is the fitted kitchen. If you're a solicitor or an accountant, if you're an accountant, then your product is going to be your year-end accounts. If you're a solicitor, then whatever widget you bolt on, purchase of a property, bit of estate planning, whatever it is you do, drink drive, the end result for the customer is your product. So when I talk about product, that's what I'm talking about. So on your product development, you have a particular way of doing business, a particular way of fitting a kitchen, a particular way of doing truss work, a particular way of doing a set of books using a particular bit of software. Well, all this stuff is really valuable for you to point out to your clients that as part of your product of doing the annual accounts for the local plumber or bricklayer, then you use a little bit of software which checks and verifies and does A, B or C, but it's also looked at by a human. Pauline in the office looks at some of the stuff before it gets forwarded on to a senior member of the team that finally sanctions the year-end accounts. So part of your product is all these checks and balances which go in. And then what happens is when your customer rings or a new inquiry comes in and says, not being funny fella, how much to do a set of accounts? And you say, well, it's X or Y. And he says, I'm not sure about that. Straight away you can say, well actually Mr. Jones, the plumber, we have a dedicated way of doing particular business, and our product, our annual accounts product, does X or Y or Z or F. And then you can actually start to justify why you're charging your fee, whether that be more or less than what anybody else is charging. So this whole idea of product development and how you got to that point, how you got to the starting point of having your own product is really quite important. And there's loads of pointers in there. There's loads of good stuff that you can use as part of your sales and marketing packages, but also how you create a pitch. So when we're talking about product development journey, it is vitally important that you understand it and you wind in all of those benefits into the solution you offer, the product you offer for your customers. Anyway, need some help on this, you know what to do.